Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch and you want to buy it, or you want to inquire about buying it, drop me a line at tmosso at thewatchbox.com. The new direct line for you, to me and my crew, for your purchase questions about this and any watch you see on Watchbox Reviews. The timepiece we discussed today, the Rolex 116508 Oyster Perpetual Cosmograph Daytona, 40 millimeters in traditional yellow gold. You can see this watch with the post-2016 yellow gold bezel. It's an easy watch to wear on my 16 centimeter circumference wrist. The watch is nice and slim at 12.2 millimeters thick. You can see across the wrist the watch has two different measurements. Just the case, 46.5 millimeters. With the solid end link across the wrist, it's going to be 50.4 with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs if you want to go Everest strap or aftermarket. But consider the bracelet your first and best choice. Solid center links, solid end links, and a milled out clasp. This feels as hefty as previous generations of Rolex Platinum watches, and heck, it feels as hefty as competing brands' Platinum watches because there is so much argent. You can also see a combination of polished center links, polished outer faces, satin finished sides, plenty of gaps on the underside to vent the wrist on a hot day. It's a true sports watch bracelet you'll appreciate. Sizing using screws for removable links, so you can easily size with jeweler's screwdrivers, and there's a double locking system. Note the fully finished clasp internals, all of high polished. There's a beak and a hook internally. There's the beak, there's the hook. You can see the lift lock system snaps shut, and then you double lock using the clamshell. Pop it open. Note you can't simply pull the watch open. You do have to lift and unlock. There is an easy link system. You can see it. It's a tool-free adjustment, the equivalent of adding or removing one sizable link, 5 millimeters of adjustment, and then you can see inside there are 3 divots with little tracks that allow you to lead the bracelet and its spring bar into one of the 3 alternate anchoring points. So those anchoring points allowing you to fine-tune the adjustment without easy link or removal or replacement of bracelet links. Rolling back to case, you can see it's graceful in form, fluid, sensuous, sinuous, with a compound curved complexity that's been lost on the modern Sea Dwellers, Explorer 2, GMT, and Submariner. So this is a graceful traditional Rolex form closely related to the date justs and the day dates. You can see that there are conforming end pieces for the bracelet to integrate it with the case. No gaps. It looks all of a piece. And you can see the post-2016 bezel arrangement with the triangular indices on the yellow gold bezel. To differentiate from the ceramic bezels, you've got the combination of true precious metal and lacquered inlays for the numerals, the letters, and the indices, and then a spectacular sunburst yellow gold dial. You can see that it features a tone-on-tone effect thanks to the blackened sub-registers, which feature an azurage or concentric guilloche within, and then you'll also appreciate that the gold indices themselves for the hours have been blackened for contrast. Fully loomed, there will be a loom shot. You can see the red Daytona flash over the constant seconds indicator at 6 o'clock, chronograph minutes, chronograph hours, yellow gold hands at center, and you can see that the watch with the yellow gold applique Rolex crown, polished chapter rings for each of the countersunk sub-registers, a beautifully detailed, handsomely executed dial. Screw down crown and chronograph pushers, 100 meters water resistant. Note the trip lock crown, large center dot, smaller flanking dots. That's how you know you're looking at a gold trip lock crown. If it were platinum, it would be inverted. Small center dot, large flanking dots. I suspect 100 meters is a bare minimum, not a maximum, as a result of that trip lock rather than a twin lock crown on this watch. Screwed in Oyster caseback, solid gold, not a 30 Swiss franc sapphire. A chunk of gold weighing over an ounce or 28 grams, depending on your preference. Inside, Rolex manufactured caliber 4130. Introduced in the year 2000, Rolex's first automatic in-house chronograph caliber. Automatic winding with a 3-day power reserve, 28.8 beat rate, stop seconds. It features a full balance bridge and a free-sprung index for shock resistance. 6-position adjustment. Rolex certifies the watch as a chronometer, but via the 6-position adjustment and retesting of the watch as a fully cased-up watch, not as a bare movement as with the COSC. Rolex achieves what it calls superlative chronometer timing standards, -2 +2 seconds per day or better, and they back it with a 5-year warranty, put up or shut up type stuff. Stop seconds functionality, as well as an overcoil hairspring made by hand with a Breguet overcoil to help the watch beat concentrically and keep excellent time in any of the 6 positions. The overcoil is made of a blue oxidized niobium zirconium alloy called Parachrom Blue that Rolex has patented, that is highly anti-magnetic. So this is also an anti-magnetic watch. 44 pivot jewels, and this was the first Rolex movement to use a rotor bearing system rather than a jeweled staff, so it's tougher than the previous, for example, caliber 3000 families or the 3135. This was a tougher movement in the foundation of modern Rolex watchmaking, everything that came after 2000. A timepiece that puts it all together. Silent winding, long-legged durability, shock resistance, anti-magnetism, chronometer plus performance. This is a watch that does it all with vertical clutch and column wheel action. The column wheel, a traditional mechanism, crisp actuation, that's what you get. The vertical clutch, you get a start and stop without stagger, as well as the ability to run the chronograph full-time without any additional wear and tear to the movement, ideal for enduring the 24 hours of Daytona each January. Get your racing on with the Rolex Cosmograph Daytona in full yellow gold. Rolex Cosmograph Daytona in Rolex proprietary Chromolite Blue.